Hey, this is Michaela with the Movement Report for July 2020. All right, let's take a look. It's a hot summer, and I don't mean just the weather. Will we hit all-time highs again? So in 2018, July, we hit an all-time high for Abbotsford properties, and since then it's slouched a bit. A few months following into the end of 2018, it went down roughly 6-7%, and it's slowly been climbing back up since then. So let's take a look at what's happened since COVID. I dove into it a little bit in our last video. The blue line is 2019 sales, the green line is 2020 sales, and the orange line is the 10-year average. So we came into 2020 with a better year than 2019, still not above the 10-year average. However, coronavirus came in, inventory was already low, and it just put the brakes on the market. The market actually went down over 55%. In total sales volume, and just a huge change, which was obviously the worst couple months on record in the Fraser Valley. So in the last video we showed that the June sales popped over the 10-year average. Now they're at 280 sales last month. This month it's at 308 sales. This is one of the top 3 hottest Julys on record. This is way above the seasonal norm. The 10-year average for this month is at 230 sales in all of Abbotsford, and this month it was over 34% higher at 308 sales. Now, what is causing this push upward? Simply one of the main things, there's obviously a few factors, but one of the main things is mortgage rates. So mortgage rates, for the first time in history, went below 2% for a 5-year fixed mortgage, which just means you can afford more home, and people are locking in at the 2% range, and their payments are smaller because of that, which obviously then pushes up the pricing. Also, there was already pent-up demand. We were already seeing a lot of activity in the market early in the year. January was larger than normal. January was above the 10-year average. You also have a decrease in new listings. So if you look at new listings are down 17% year over year. Active listings are down 21% year over year. And this is forcing this pent-up demand, lower mortgage rates, less inventory, less new listings, and it's driving the sales to active ratio over 30%. So a balanced sales to active ratio is anywhere from 12 to 20%, depending on a few different things. But we're at 32.9%, which is massively a seller's market. Detached homes are at over 38%, condos at 20%, and it's just it causes all kinds of frenzies. So we're back to no subject sales. We're back to cash offers. We're back to bidding wars, offers over the asking price, all those types of things. So we're seeing all the typical things we saw in 2017, 2018 back in full. There's been a lot of predictions out there, headlines and things like that about the crashing of the real estate market and things like that. We always push here that real estate's hyper local. A lot of the national stats don't apply. A lot of the general info doesn't apply. We have very few things in common with a lot of different places in Canada. So you have to look at Abbotsford specifically, even compared to Surrey or Vancouver. They're just different markets. So in Abbotsford, we hit an all-time high in July 2018, as I mentioned, of 841,300. July 2020, we're at 831,600 for a detached property. A detached home, and I think we should prepare for record pricing. I think with July stats, they don't really record the last 2 weeks of sales in July, because typically when you make an offer, it's subject to financing, inspection, things like that, and that's a 10 to 14 day period, and then it goes firm. And the July stats only count the deals that go firm in that month. That's what counts it as sold on the real estate board. So anything written from July 16th to the end of July doesn't get recorded, and we saw this huge upswing in July for like I said, multiple offers, really active buyers, bidding wars, offers over the sale, the asking price and things like that. So I think that the HPI price is already there. I think we're already at an all-time high in Abbotsford, and I think it'll continue here into the fall. I think that there's a lot of people in line to get a property. Money's cheaper than ever. I mean, you look at inflation rates are around 3%. You're borrowing money at 2%. You're almost getting paid to take on debt. So it makes sense that people are so aggressive. Obviously, buy within your means. 2% is not going to be around forever. In 5 years, you might have to refinance at 3% or 4%. I think days of 5% mortgages are gone. I don't think we'll ever get back there, or at least something drastic would have to happen to get there. But just buy within your means, obviously, and yeah, it's a quick sale right now. Buying is a little bit tougher, and it's a little bit more competitive. But if you have patience and you can get it done, and there's ways to get the deal done. So that's it for July 2020, the movement report. If you have any questions, reach out to us as always. Find us on Facebook, find us on Instagram, find us everywhere, Movement Group. And yeah, thanks for watching, and let us know if you need anything else.